My name is Jeff Figurum. I am a new member of the Metro Plan Orlando Community Advisory Committee. So just doing my part to try to attend more public meetings to become more informed. So I appreciate this forum, especially appreciate the timing that you've planned it at a point where people can easily get off the north or southbound train and get on or off the north-southbound train after the meeting. So big proponent of that and appreciate it. Just have a couple questions as I start looking through Metro Plan's papers. I looked through the prioritized project list for transit projects, and obviously number one is phase 3 to the airport, and I know that's been something that riders and the community have been asking for a long time. When are we going to the airport? When are we doing weekends? When are we doing more weekday service? And just doing some research looking at the FTA approval for the development process. The goal at that time was that we were going to have a locally preferred alternative by March of 16. It's now March of 18, and we don't have one. And I'm wondering what happened that in the span of 2.5 years, the project has lost 2 years, if it is really this major priority for the community. So just trying to understand that. I understand the cost went up about 10%, but I also know that under the small starts, you're able to ask for 25 million more than we were originally asking. So just trying to understand what happened there so I can report back to the committee. And second to that would be, I was wondering if we were going to be able to go through a draft phase 2 schedule. I know that they only have one more meeting of this committee before phase 2 is supposed to start. So just wondering if this committee is going to be able to weigh in on the schedule and provide comments, feedback. Have we thought about this? Have we not thought about that? So they can represent the ridership.
So phase 3 to the airport, that is a project that we did complete a PD&E. The cost for that project, not sure where the 10% came in, but the cost for that project came in at $250 million,
Yep.
which exceeds the small starts cap. Currently, we are looking at the capital investment grant program, and certainly that is facing some challenges nationally in terms of funding. So, so the project is just paused for the time being. Really need to look at that federal funding piece and see what they do with that grant program or another grant program that comes in its place. So we certainly understand the need for it. Certainly the community has made it clear. We do continue to work with our stakeholders at Metro Plan, at Orange County, City of Orlando, and the airport. So we're all fully engaged on that project. So want to make sure that everyone understands that even though we don't have the funding for that project, it's not gone by the wayside. It just we have some funding challenges to deal with. As it relates to the schedule, that is a great question. I assume that question would likely come up in the discussion today. We've been working on preliminary schedules, and we do plan to socialize that with the public. Certainly, we, as I've said many times before, very much appreciate all of the feedback that you all provide. So we will be seeking your feedback. We have some contractual things that we need to take care of. So once we get those contractual items taken care of, we are looking at the best way to put that out for review and comment. But certainly it's not any of our intention to publish a schedule and not seek feedback. It is an important part of the process to us, and I do think that when we get to that point, I think you'll be pleased with some of the changes that we may be able to accomplish.